Hey, what are you doing on that side of the screen? Let me get over here. What's up, everybody? It's Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it's your homeboys, Mike and Mish with the Mike and Mish Show. What up, dog?
Yo, what is up? It has been an eventful day, as always. Some pretty cool stuff going on in the world of combat sports we were just talking about.
Yeah,
With
absolutely.
one Mike Perry.
Michael
Wild.
Perry, always slamming himself into the headlines. I love it, dude. He's just made for this shit. We'll talk about that in a second. We got an awesome show for everybody as the viewers start climbing in here. We got Kaine Tomlinson Jr., another Tomlinson, going to be making his way into the bare knuckle world very soon. He's going to start off the show. Then we're going to have Bad Matt Adams, who's going to be taking on Juan Adams, not to be confused with Arnold Adams. He's going to be fighting on that 27th card in Albuquerque as well. And then we're going to round out the show with another guy. All three fighters will be on the Prospect Series on January 27th in Albuquerque, New Mexico. We're going to have Dakota Highpine on here. Before we do anything else, let's just shout out our sponsors, Mikey. Sponsors, here we go.
Sponsors. It's the Shave Parlor. Everybody knows about the Shave Parlor now. I don't know if you don't know, then you haven't been paying attention. Best fades and shaves in the whole damn world. You heard me. The whole damn world. Have you ever even seen a place that gives a better fade? If you say yes, you are a liar. I am calling you on your bluff. You don't know what you're talking about, and you probably have a shitty haircut. Go to the Shave Parlor tomorrow. Be at the door waiting for them to open it up. 131 Del Prado Boulevard, and go see everybody who is there. They're all good. You can even go to Naughty Nate. He might not be the best person, but I'm sure he gives a good haircut. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's hilarious. I talked to Big Ben today. He said the whole Shave Parlor is going to be there on February 2nd in Hollywood, Florida, minus sans Naughty Nate. He won't be making that.
Get out of here.
Guys.
Come on.
God damn
what
it,
if I tell Naughty Nate he can give me a haircut if he comes?
I
don't know if that's some kind of like reward for him. You can give me a haircut to come and watch the fights.
Yeah, we'll do it live ringside. You can cut your hair while a fight's going on in the background.
But I was thinking, right?
Yeah.
I could wait to get my haircut. Now, listen, I've been going to my barber for a long time, and I haven't cheated on him. I'm not a cheater, right? We have a good thing going. Yeah. Really, really tight. I will let my hair grow out enough. Not crazy. We do have drill, but I mean, I'm talking about for like a 2 week or something like that, right?
Yeah.
I get my haircut there. I want to get a haircut from those guys. Maybe not at their barbershop, though, because it's clearly going to be on the other side of the state. But if they bring their clippers, let's do it. I want to, we'll make a video. You can give me a fade. Let's do it. And Kyle will get a haircut too. Look at all the hair on his head. Look at that.
All of it. Yeah, all of it. We'll get all four of them.
Fade. Literally, just fucking
skin fade.
Take a straight razor.
Straight razor my head.
It'll be blood down here, a little bit of muscle. You know what I'm saying? And then skin.
I have a big ass vein that goes through here. They got to watch out for that one.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's the Shave Parlor. We also got the BK Bet Shark, the smartest man in bare knuckle betting. So if you want to go ahead and bet on these fights, if you can bet on them in the state that you live in, not all the states allow this shit, but if you are in a state that you can bet on bare knuckle fighting, go ahead and get over to the @BK Bet Shark on Instagram, pay the money, follow the man, watch the money stack up in your bank account. You will be thanking us later, unless you don't like money and don't fucking do it. All right, fine.
Yeah.
Just fine.
If you don't allow betting in your state, you're probably
stupid.
Have low IQ. Just letting you know. All right, listen up. Dynamic Life, weight loss, sexual health, and anti-aging, founded by a team of medical professionals with over 25 years of experience in regenerative medicine, anti-aging, weight loss, and sexual wellness, all things that we love. Take back control of your life now. Go to www.livedynamic.com and become a patient in just 20 seconds, and check out the Dynamic Life Instagram page at Live Dynamic. That's LIV Dynamic on Instagram.
Mike, who doesn't want a full head of hair, look all slim and trim, and get in like a 4-hour session like you got a 22-year-old libido again? You know what I'm saying?
I
Get
know.
in there. Get over to Dynamic Life and do that shit for yourself,
The
would you?
people that are in their 20s are like, I don't need that. And in 20 years, they're going to be like, damn, I need that.
Yeah, and you also need to get over to buckedup.com. They got really great supplements. They got awesome pre-workouts. They got the buck shots. Those energy shots are money. They all taste great. And they also got the bucked up energy drinks. They're all delicious, 0 sugar. Get over there, buy some stuff, use Mike and Mish promo code. When you do it, you'll get 20% off your total purchase. You will support us. They support us. We would like to support them for taking care of us. So get on over there and use the damn promo code, would you?
Yeah. Mike and Mish 20. Listen, they have like a military program and they're helping us out. And it's fantastic. They support the military. They support BKFC. They support us. And a lot of people from our unit got some stuff from them. And they
love them.
Proprietary blends. So, like, you go to GNC and you get something, you look, and there's, I tell you a few things, but then it says proprietary blend, and they've thrown like 15 things together, and you have no idea what you're drinking. They don't do that here.
It's like 70% rice flour.
Also, some of the shit that they put, like, usually for, I don't know, whoever works out takes pre-workout, they have beta alanine in it, right? 3.2 grams is usually what you get. And it makes your ears all hot, tingly, and good. It gets you a good pump. Like when you can feel it, makes you want to go, when you drink it. They put in some of their pre-workouts, like Bucked Up, right? Is it the Buck?
No, Mother Bucker put 6.4. They put 6,400 milligrams in there. It's the absolute, highest. It's the legal limit. Like it's the highest beta alanine you could put in a pre-workout. Yeah. And I'll tell you, man, those pre-workouts that have the 3.2, they make my skin crawl.
Yes.
And if you're an animal and you want to get in the gym, use that stuff. I'm telling you.
But here's the thing: it's not only the 6.4, but the one that Mother Bucker also has 400 milligrams of caffeine. That's like just also over 4 cups of coffee.
Right. I'm pretty sure that's also per serving. So that I'm saying that I'm pretty sure I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's like the legal limit on caffeine per serving as well. Yeah,
really it's not hyped up.
So get over there. I promise you. And we're not officially sponsored by these guys, but they take care of us. They send us coffee. They got coffee in our coffee machine at work right now. Everybody's loving it. Get shit done. Yeah. Go over to realhomeofthehustle.com and you could buy yourself some get shit done coffee. So shout out to them for taking care of us. With that said, Mike, we got a goddamn show. We got people watching. Everybody's starting to roll in here. We got Kaine Tomlinson Jr. coming on soon. But, dude, let's talk about Mike Perry for a second before Kaine pops into that waiting room here. Mike Perry had he's right there. Do you want to talk to Kaine, or we want to save this for later?
Yeah. Let's bring Kaine on, and then we'll talk about Mike Perry. We'll
talk
about it with Kaine.
Yeah, we're going to talk to Kaine, and then you guys are going to want to hear what Mike did today. It was fucking great. So without further ado, we got the man himself, the third Tomlinson that's going to be gracing us with the opportunity to see him scrap in a bare knuckle ring, and he takes on Apostle Spencer. What a name, dude! Hold on, let's get him in here. Kaine Tomlinson Jr. What's up, man?
What's up, y'all?
Hey, how you doing, man? Can you hear us?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Welcome to the show. Well, you might have a little delay, maybe.
No, it's good.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, it's the Mike and Mish show. Your dad's come through. Your brother's come through. Now here we are. We got the third Tomlinson stepping into the bare knuckle squared circle. We want to talk to you. We want to get to know you a little bit. And let everybody who's going to be watching you on the 27th know who you are. So with that said, man, you come from the Tomlinson household. You must be one fucking scrappy dude. Tell us a little bit about you and your background, and what the hell was it like coming up in the fight life with the Tomlinsons?
Shoot, me and my brother, we fight every day, but now it's friendly fight. They're friendly fighting now. And then as far as me, bare knuckle wise, I did a lot of time being locked up, so that's right up my alley.
Right up your alley.
So you said you were locked up. Where did you grow up? You grow up in on Roanoke?
Yeah, Southeast.
And I know you were on the tryouts, and Chris Lytle came over, and you were talking to him about an incident that happened in school, right? where a
Oh yeah, well, I
teacher.
punched you in the face.
Yeah, just if you don't mind reiterating that story just a little bit, because I know you briefly touched on it. And then I wasn't sure exactly what happened after that, because then it was like you went to prison and then you got out. And I talked to your brother too, but the people watching kind of explain like what you've gone through and now where you are today, you know?
Oh, all right. So my first time getting locked up when I was like 12, 13 years old. I was in math class, and me and teacher got into it. And I put my head on the desk, and he slapped the desk, and I told him to do it again. He was like, "What you gonna do about it?" Found out. He did it again. I punched him right in his face.
Was
And
it
then
is that normal for that teacher? Like, did he always kind of mess with
he was
you?
a substitute teacher.
He was a substitute teacher.
Yeah, his first day.
Why is it always a substitute
Why is
teacher?
it
I
always
always
a-
had problems with substitute teachers. I don't know what it was. I always felt like they rubbed me the wrong way, or they were always like crazy in the class.
Yeah, in school. I used to be chilling, like stay in the back of the classroom, do my work, mind my own. You start messing with me, shoot, I'm gonna be the class clown now.
So that got you. So obviously that got you ejected from school, and then probably did you go away for that?
Oh yeah, I think I did a weekend as a juvenile, but after that, I was like, forget it. I'm gonna be in the streets.
So you didn't go back to school?
No, I did. I went to alternative school, but I was only there for like probably like 6, 7 months, and then I'm catching some more charges and went to juvenile prison.
How long did you go for?
Juvenile prison. I think I was in like 2,
So for 2
and then
years?
then I got out right before I turned 18. Was out a couple more months. Got locked right back up as an adult and went to the max.
So tell me this, because up here in Connecticut, there's a youth institution called Manson Youth, and my dad and my uncles all worked in the prison system for 20 years, and they all told us that Manson Youth was twice as bad as any of the adult prisons in the state of Connecticut. There's so
Um,
much shit going on in the youth prison compared to the adults. Was that the same experience for you, or?
when I first got locked up, like our joint for the juveniles called Corner Springs. That joint like y'all like daycare, like they baby you, do whatever you want. But once I went to juvenile prison, nah, that joint was turned up there. Like it was an instant every day, stabbings, everybody getting beat up, sent out to the hospital. That joint was pretty rough. But as far as adult wise, um, where I was at the max, that joint was pretty bad up there. But
Re-
then I went
Really?
from receiving. All right, when I was in receiving, I was doing whatever I want to, and then they shipped me to a level 3. And when I was there, I was only on yard for 6 days on level 3. I got to
I was
fight with
gonna
the
say they put you in level 3.
yeah, because of my charges.
Jesus.
So then I was on the yard for 6 days. This is why COVID was going on, and I ended up got to fighting with the police down there, and they shipped me to the max.
So how old are you, Kaine?
23.
23. And how many, like, what percentage of your lifetime would you say you spent behind bars? Like a quarter?
Or how
About
many? Yeah.
8.
What's that?
About 8 years.
8 years
So
out of
8.
23, you said you are?
hmm
Damn. So you've been through
Out
some
that
things.
maths.
Yeah, you've been on. So
Almost
when did you
50,
start?
20 also.
So you've been probably fighting your whole life. When did you start actually training, actually training to fight, or were you already training to
Um,
fight as a young age, and you had a
I
little bit of a background?
my brother used to be on a wrestling team for middle school, and one morning he got up at like 6 o'clock in the morning zone. I'm like, shoot, I'm finna come to practice with you. He like, the coach ain't gonna let you in. I'm like, shoot, I'm gonna get in regardless. And so I went to the wrestling practice, and ever since I started working out since then. That was in middle school. That was like when I was in like 12, 11 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So you do jujitsu and everything. You wrestle, because I noticed that your MMA record, you had a few submission victories. Is that just
Oh yeah,
something
for
that
wrestling. I
did
ain't
you train jujitsu, or did you just happen to land yourself in a rear naked choke and choke the dude out?
I ain't gonna say I train it because I'm not the best at it, but I ain't never got submitted in a fight, but in the gym, I get balled up all the time on the ground.
Yeah.
But when the gloves get on, that's me.
You know what I was talking to Zion about? Actually, I was watching your fight, and I forget who it was against, but you know who announced the fight, Kyle?
No, who?
Rick Caruso. So I'm watching it, and it's kind of like over the ring. You know how like a lot of the regional, they don't have like the in-ring cameras and stuff like that. They have it just like one angle, and it's a little farther out of the cage. So I'm looking at the guy, I'm listening to him, I'm like, I feel like that guy sounds familiar, and I feel like he kind of looks familiar, but I'm not exactly sure. And I'm listening to him, and then you start fighting, and I'm like, dude, I think that was Rick Caruso. So I pull it back, and then again, and I was like, dude, I text Zion, I was like, dude, does Rick Caruso do announcing for MMA? Where your brother fought? And he was like, yeah, he does a bunch of announcing.
It's probably either the fight, I think his name Andre Williams, or against Jacob Lamb.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Rick's in the comments right now. He says, "Slick Rick, baby, I do it all." Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know Rick?
Yeah, I've been in the gym a couple times with him.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I think we went to Philly to the tryouts, and bird shit on my head, and he don't never let me live that down.
They say that's good luck, though, dude.
Yeah,
they say getting shit on by a bird is good luck. It's like
good
a one
luck.
in a.
I think we was going to go. All right, it was me, Rick, my dad. I want to say Brian was with us. Brian Maxwell was with us. So when we walked in to go get a Philly, and bird shit around my head, I was mad. I would have to take my shirt off and wipe my head.
You know what's so funny is that everyone who doesn't get shit on says it's good luck. Yeah,
Man,
but you're sitting there with shit on your head, and you're like, I don't fucking think this is good luck, man. I got shit on my head, and I've got somewhere to be right now.
I don't think I had good luck since.
That's fucking crazy, dude. Yeah, and it's like you said it was you, your brother, your dad, Brian Maxwell.
Not me, my dad, Rick, and Brian.
And Brian.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a rough group right there. You don't want to run into these two. I mean, and run into that crew, dude. So let's talk about that for a second. Your old man's like as tough as they fucking come. I gotta tell you, he's got some fucking mitts on him.
Yeah,
dude.
I was gonna say that.
Like his goddamn hands are something else. His fucking knuckles are like the size of golf balls. So you grew up in a family that has Kaine Sr. and then your brother Zion. You guys are all a bunch of rough dudes. What was that like? Family dynamic wise, you're all a bunch of fighters. You're all a bunch of fucking tough guys. So how was it?
Now, me and my dad ain't never. Me and my brothers fight all the time, like every day, like even when we little. But we don't do. Me and my dad, we ain't never get into. We got a couple arguments. We ain't never get into. My dad, and my brother though, they used to go at it every day.
Really?
I just be in the room.
Hey, let me ask you this: as tough as you are, and as tough as Zion is, and as tough as how many brothers you guys have?
No, it's just me and him, bro. It's me and him.
So
we got my two sisters.
So is Kaine Sr. the one man on the planet that you fear? I feel like no matter how tough you are, it's always your dad. It's always your father that like I feel like I don't fear many people, but like if my 68-year-old father stepped into the room and wanted to fucking go at it with me, I think I'd be a little tentative. I'd be like, all right, this guy's gonna fucking kill me.
No, I don't fear no man.
Not even your dad. See, take that there, old
That's
dog.
it. I see the contracts coming through right now. Kaine versus Kaine.
Knuckle Mania for Kaine versus Kaine, dude. Let's do it.
What amount of money could that get you? Could get you in the ring to do something like that?
Man, he need to retire.
Yeah. Get out of the way. Get out of the way, Dad. It's my turn now.
Yeah, he told me today. We was talking today. He's like, I gotta put the Tomlinson back on the map. That's what I'm ready to do.
Nah, man, we're excited to see what you got when you go out there in Albuquerque. Now, you went to, did you go to tryout in Roanoke? Is that what you did?
Yeah, my dad signed me up for trials when I was locked up.
Oh, okay. Did you guys think that your first shot in a bare knuckle ring would be across the country in New Mexico in the fucking desert of Albuquerque?
I was supposed to get on that the car my dad fought on, the one in Salem. But the guy they wanted me to fight, he was already pro and he already had a fight that day.
Oh,
okay.
Who was it? Can you say?
I want to say his name is. I want to say Kaine Thompson's name is.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I'm trying to think too.
He fought my brother in a boxing match. Expo. He went against Bruce in a boxing match.
Oh,
He
really?
didn't win against those people. He got like, I want to say he got like 8 pro fights.
Huh. Well, you're fighting
He's pretty
Apostle
tough dude.
Spencer in Albuquerque. Do you know anything about your opponent?
Yeah, I know he used to be a big guy. He used to be like 250, 260.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he used to be he used to be a big guy. He said, I know how to spread his story and stuff. He was like, once his mom died, he changed his life around and started
Shit.
getting
So
his body right.
you guys are fighting at 165, right?
Yeah.
So he's 100 pounds. You said he was 260?
Yeah, but shoot, I didn't see some photos. He didn't fall at 95, 65, 55.
Shit.
Yeah, so he probably walk around say about 190 now.
Fuck.
195 if that.
All right. So what could we expect out of you? What kind of approach do you have towards fighting for anybody that hasn't seen you fight? What do they expect to see inside the square circle January 27th?
See, I don't. It depends. Like I'm gonna change my mind up once I get in there. But my jab crazy. I got a mean jab, and then I don't mind sitting there training with you.
You know what's great? I like that you said that your jab is crazy because you look at Jomi, you look at Martina Kroll, you look at people that have succeeded. The big thing that between gloved anything and bare knuckle is like you can cut and fuck somebody up pretty badly with just a jab with a nice, precise, hard jab. You can end a fight on a doctor stoppage with a jab in this sport. And I know you know that because your brother and your dad have been in the sport and you know how easy it is to cut. So I think that not enough guys utilize the jab in bare knuckle. A lot of guys go in there fucking swinging crazy. And if you could place one in there on the right spot, you could end their night quick.
I got a pretty good jab.
Just follow it. You know what I mean? We were talking about Kyle Wright. I don't know if you know Kyle Wright, but he fought on the Virginia card in
I was now a couple weeks ago. I was now training with him at the gym
he's
there.
an awesome guy, man. He's a fucking great guy.
He
Good kid.
actually a big guy. Like I didn't really know
Yeah.
he was that big until we actually got in the ring and was sparring. I'm like,
Yeah, he's a big boy for sure. And in his first fight against Pat Casey, he was throwing a nice jab, but that's all he was throwing.
He got a nice jab.
But that's all he was throwing, though. He was just throwing jabs. He wasn't following it with anything, and he was getting kind of his ass handed to him the first two rounds. And then I don't know what was said in between rounds 2 and 3, but his coaches must have woke him up a little bit because he started throwing combos in that third round, and he fucked Pat Casey up. He knocked him into a different sport. He hit him so hard he started throwing back kicks.
And Pat got tired too.
Yeah,
yes, he did.
It was a phenomenal fight, and yeah, he's a good dude and great fighter. So you were training with him, huh?
Yeah, him, Kasim Ruffman, training with him.
Nice.
He came out to the Pokemon theme. And that fucking
in the gym, people maybe listen to Bad Bunny and you know the Spider-Man theme song.
Yep.
They be listening to that. Yeah, I can't get down with that.
Yeah, well, when he came out to that Pokemon theme song in Virginia, that when he fought Ruffin for his debut, man, the whole fucking crowd exploded and started singing. I was like, holy shit. I would have never thought that the entire crowd knew the beginning of the Pokemon cartoon from fucking the 90s.
I didn't know how to start.
What's that?
I don't know it. I personally don't know it.
I definitely know what it is.
Yeah, I didn't grow up with that shit. I mean, but I will agree that the crowd went nuts when he came.
Yeah.
Dude,
oh yeah.
So you're sitting here telling us that you've basically trained with all dudes that have been in bare knuckle already. So you got a brother and a father that have been in it, but the people around you training have been in it too. So I'm sure you've gotten all the information you need to download, and you're going to go out there and put on a display January 27th. We're not going to keep you all night. We're going to ask you a couple questions that are not fight related and see what you got. Let people know where you're coming from. I don't know if you're a football fan, but this weekend NFL football. Okay,
that's what we thought.
I figured that. I was going to say playoffs start this weekend. Who you got winning the Super Bowl? Baltimore.
We going already.
You know what? If it's Baltimore 49ers in the Super Bowl this year, that'll be a phenomenal game. That'll be a phenomenal.
I think it's going to be the Baltimore 49ers, the run back from 2012 to 2013. Or somehow Cowboys going to sneak their way in there finally.
You think so?
Jalen Hurts, he hurt. You know, he broke. I think he broke his finger, but they probably just going to two-finger tape that up, and he'd be all right. But then
that finger was pointing. That finger was pointing that way when he walked off the field.
Who else? Let's say, all right, in the Dolphins and Chiefs game, I want to see Dolphins win, but they say Chiefs at home, and they're supposed to be negative degrees.
Oh shit! Yeah, that could be a game changer for a Miami team for sure.
I got the Lions. The Lions and Rams. That could be a good game, but I like the Lions in that.
What weekend is the Super Bowl? Do you guys know?
I'll tell you.
But I know if Baltimore do go, I'm probably be in Baltimore for it.
I'm only saying because we're gonna be down in Miami. We're gonna be down in Miami
February 11th.
February 1st and 2nd, and we're staying pretty close to Dolphin Stadium. They'll probably be down. I wonder if they'll have a game that weekend.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, second question.
I hate the Dolphins so much. We saw that Ravens San Fran Super Bowl. Kyle and I were deployed in 2012. We were in Kuwait and watched that Super Bowl because I remember we watched that shit at like, I don't know, was it like fucking 1 a.m. or some shit?
Yeah, it was something like 1 or 2 in the morning.
Yeah,
time change, time zone change. But that was the Joe Flacco. That was when Joe Flacco was money back then, and he's back again this year with the Browns. It's crazy. Here we go.
Number two. What's something you do every day that you'd probably be better off if you stopped doing it?
I don't know.
Yeah, you got anything you
every day for real?
Like, so like I do stupid shit. Like I drink like 8 coffees a day. I really drink like 4 coffees a day. I should probably stop doing that. That's something I could definitely stop. And if there's a fucking Sour Patch Kid in the house, I'm eating the whole bag.
This is really my routine every day. I run about, on a good day, I'll run about like 15 miles, but other than that, I'll run like 10.
That's good.
Wow.
For real, I burn my energy all day long. Like I might go ball for a couple hours, then I go sit in the sauna, then I go run again. Like I'm always moving. Like for real, I don't really never in the house for real.
Nice. No, that's good. You don't smoke cigarettes. You don't drink.
I drink on occasion.
That's not every day.
Yeah, dude, I ain't never smoked. I smoked a cigarette when I was little. I got in trouble for it. My dad made me eat the cigarette.
Oh shit! Nice.
Well, that's beautiful because I want to ask you this next question because this might lead into something crazy. Tell us a crazy Tomlinson brothers story. As you just told us, your dad made you eat a cigarette. Let us hear something here. Something crazy with the Tomlinson boys.
I don't know. I ain't never really. The craziest thing is my brother last fight, I guess, where I punched his opponent in the face at weigh-in.
You punched his. I didn't even know that. You punched his opponent in the face at weigh-ins?
All right, yeah, the dude, the last fight against Maurice.
Yeah.
All right, him and him, they got into it at the weigh-in, little pushing match. Shoot, I'm trained to go, so I thought I punched him in the face.
Nothing came out of that? Like it was all good?
The next day, his dad, I end up slinging his dad to the ground. I apologized to his dad the next day. But as far as him, we ain't say nothing. We ain't say nothing to each other. But then once he beat my brother, by a legal choke, he shot a gun at me, like the fake gun. I was like, oh hell no! Like, what's up? We can wreck anywhere outside. Don't matter to me.
Dude, and then that shit.
Who man, I can't say his name. I want to say Trojan, Tristan, whatever his stupid name is. He was there. Me and him been going back and forth on it. He tried to kick me in my face in the cage, like that was gonna do something to me.
Fuck, man. You guys are something else. I like this. I like that you stick up for you're right there for him. Last question for you, buddy.
Last question. Number 4, what's a piece of advice that you've received that's impacted you the most, and who gave you that advice?
Dang. I don't know. I guess it's my dad for real. But he see a lot of talent in me for real. He said
What
I
does
can
he
go
tell?
far.
Like, does he like always say
Um,
something to you in the gym, or since you like got out of prison, like just to try to keep you focused, to try to just keep you on track?
yeah, just think about my kids.
That's perfect advice.
Yes.
Think about your kids.
Yep.
You got
Yeah,
a
that'll
few?
put
You
you in the-
got more than one? You got a couple kids?
Yeah, I got 2.
You got 2? Yeah, so you
Yeah.
definitely got something to stay a free man and fight for
literally.
sure.
Right.
Yeah. I love that, dude. Well, hey, thanks for coming on tonight. We're going to let you go, but if you have anything you want to say to anybody that's listening, any shout outs you want to do, this is your time. Go ahead and take a second.
Y'all tune in January 27th, Albuquerque, New Mexico. First round knockout. Won't let y'all down.
There you go. Thank you for coming on, Kaine. We won't see you there because we will not be making it out to Albuquerque, but we will be watching. And hopefully we run into you in the future. Best
I
of luck.
appreciate that.
Mike, you got anything else for him?
Man, wish we could be there to watch the fights and meet you. We've met your dad and your brother, but we will meet you one day. We'll see you at an event in the future. So good luck, and we'll be watching.
All right, thank you.
Later, man.
There he is, Kaine Tomlinson Jr. Dude, what a fucking life he's lived, huh?
Yeah.
He's got that DMX life.
Yeah. Yes.
That DMX life. Like, dude, like DMX wrote that book when he put out his book, he said he spent 1/3 of his life in jail. 1/3. He was like 35 years old, put out a book, and 1/3 of that 35 years was incarcerated.
Which is so crazy too, because like, I don't know, did this help him or hurt him? Because clearly we know who he became, but he had less time free to get that done than the rest of us did in our lives.
Yeah.
Right. But it also may have helped him because he had more time to focus on like what he wanted to do and not fuck up anymore. And maybe sat there and wrote rhymes and fucking just was like, you know what? When I get out, I got all these songs I'm writing. This is what I'm going to do. But still, that ain't easy. He managed to become a famous and one of the most influential rappers of all time. Like absolutely without a doubt. He is like worldwide recognized. If we had fucking the aliens that landed in Miami know about DMX.
Right. Hey, I gotta re-email Matt the link. Do you want to go ahead and bring on?
Yeah, we could switch and do the Dakota first and then get Matt since he's not in here. Having issues with the links. You know what we didn't touch on, which maybe we'll touch on here or after this, is that Mike Perry news. The Mike Perry news. Dude, Mike Perry's one wild man. Love to have him in bare knuckle.
Do you have the video?
I do have the video. Do you want to roll it real quick and then bring on Dakota?
Yeah, run it, and then we'll bring him on.
All right, so this is just a 1-minute video from Mike Perry's podcast, and this happened today, and it was live and in living color. Check this out.
Mick, how you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm very good, sir. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you.
Merry Christmas, Mike. I know you've had a good run, my man. I've been watching you.
Oh, it ain't over yet. It ain't done. We got more work to do. Speaking of which, why I'm calling you, man. Nate Diaz says there's no one to fight on UFC 300. I'm saying me and Nate, y'all can bring me back for the little purse, but then throw in the PPV points, and then we can have a great show for UFC 300.
I got a better idea.
Ooh.
Why don't you call fucking? Why don't your guys talk to fucking Nate and get him to go over and fight you there?
Oh, I don't think he wants to do the bare knuckle thing.
Yeah.
He wants a better shot with the jiu-jitsu and like the full game of.
He's not dumb, man. You're the fucking. You know what's so crazy, Mike? I was literally talking. Dan and I were talking about this the other day. It's like. You're like built for this shit. It's fucking incredible, actually.
Dude, so what that was, guys, he called, it wasn't Mick. He said Mick at the beginning. It was Hunter Campbell. Mike Perry live on his podcast today called Hunter Campbell's phone, who is the matchmaker for the for the UFC, calls him live on the air and asks him to book him for UFC 300 to fight Nate Diaz. And what I thought was so fucking awesome is Hunter Campbell was like, you heard what he said. Why don't you try to convince him to go fight you bare knuckle? I'm like, maybe Nate Diaz sees that and says, I'm not fucking scared to fight you bare knuckle.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
crazy?
yeah.
You crazy?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I love that shit. And the fact, I wonder if Hunter was like, you called me live on your fucking show.
Like he
and
didn't know.
Didn't tell me you didn't.
Fuck the whole time I was talking.
It's not like, because in that clip, the front and the back are kind of cut because he doesn't say, "This is Mike and you're live on the Overdogs podcast."
Yeah. So unless he told him ahead of time, like, I'm going to call you.
No, because before that,
right?
They're like talking about
Call
it. He's like, I'll fight Nate Diaz on 300. I'll do it. He's talking about not having an opponent. I'm right here. And his boy on the show goes, call him and tell him. And he goes, I'll call him right now. And he pulls out his phone and he calls him and he did what you just saw there. It's unbelievable.
It's so dangerous to do with people because, people know people, they say funny, crazy shit. And in today's PC fucking culture, you have no idea what's going to happen. If somebody says something, he could have went on and said the craziest shit right away. And then like, oh, sorry, you're live right now with like 100,000 people listening. Like, oops. But
and you know what? You know what else?
Podcast.
That's
the name of it.
It is. And that clip got cut. But after that, I thought it was very cool too. Hunter Campbell said that he's like that the guy that runs the company that you fight for, Feldman. He's like, I like that dude. He's doing like a lot of crazy shit. He's doing great. So he like talked up Mike fighting bare knuckle, told him he's built for it, talked about the company and the president. I think it's all a good look. Mike's always he's always out there promoting for the company that he's holding a King of Violence belt for.
Yeah.
With that said, I thought it was cool. Talk amongst yourselves, have some coffee, and we're going to grab a cup of Sanka, and we're going to talk to our guy over here. Dakota Highpine is going to be stepping back into the squared circle, and he's going to be fighting Eric Dotson in Eric Dotson's backyard down there in Albuquerque. And we're excited to talk to him because we never had him on the show before. So let's go ahead and get him in here. Dakota Highpine, straight out of Montana. What's happening, bud?
What's up?
Yo, what is going on, man? Finally, we got you on. Yeah, I had a few people asking for you to come on here, and I was like, yeah, we will get him on. And then the last fight, we didn't get you on. So this time we were like, we have to get him, So welcome.
Yeah, nice to meet you guys. Thank you guys for the interview, and I definitely look forward to everything you guys ask, and I'm going to explain kind of my story as well.
Yeah, we want to hear your story. I got to just say, before we get into your story, what is it with you guys out in Montana? Is there nothing else to do? Everybody's just a fighter out there.
I know.
Everyone's scrappy out there in Montana. What's up with that?
Yeah, Montana is definitely a tough state. Especially the Northwest. Like, we love it. We wrestle, we fight, we do MMA, we do it all. But yeah, Montana, we're next up on the board, so we're gonna be somewhere.
My 12-year-old, I think it was maybe it was my 9-year-old. My 12-year-old's too smart for this. My 9-year-old goes, what is Montana? Because I was talking about how we had Louis last night on the show, and Kai Stewart's a champion out of Montana, and we're gonna be talking to a kid from Montana tonight. And he's like, what is Montana? I'm like, it's a state. He goes, where is it?
Very brutal winters. Like right now,
I said it's a big state, dude.
Snow, but it's cold. The air is cold, all of it. So
I'm not envious of that cold.
Yeah. Oh no, we talked to Louis last night. He said it was like -40 yesterday or something like that.
Yeah.
God bless you guys. I have family. My wife's family is from North Dakota, and like they tell me stories about like blizzards. They own a farm out there, and there would be like blizzards where they would like tie a rope to the porch of the house and then walk out to the farm to like feed the animals, and then walk their way back to the house on the rope because you can't see the house from the barn.
The drifts up here, they get decent size too, 5-6 feet at times.
It's
that's nuts. I can't imagine that. That's like crazy shit you think happens in like Antarctica where there's like a whiteout. You just can't see where you're walking. You get lost. You go out like 100 yards and then all of a sudden you're like, wait, where am I? And you can't. You die a football field length away from your house because you keep walking in circles. You can't figure out where you got to go and you die from the fucking cold. Forget all that.
Yeah, 2019 was a bad year for snow. We had like 3-4 feet at one time, but it was kind of compact and it was heavy. So
4 feet.
Yeah.
In the last couple of years, though, are you still? Because out here in New England, we are not getting the amount of snowfall that we used to get when we were kids, man. I don't know what the hell happened. Maybe global warming is a real thing, but we used to get snow every year. Snow would start like towards the end
before Christmas.
Yeah.
Right. It would start at the end of November back in the day, and we'd have fucking snow all the way through December and January. But nowadays, it's like we get one snowstorm a year.
I had a T-shirt on outside on Christmas.
Yeah, I didn't even think this year that we were gonna have snow. So I'm surprised it showed up when it did. But February, it might be even worse.
So we talked to Louis last night, and with this conversation that we're having, we asked Louis, what do you do for training? Like, you can't go outside and run, and like, not everyone loves running on a treadmill, but like, you really don't have any options as far as cardio goes. Like, how is training going in like the dead of winter in Montana?
Well, I got a membership for the Peak, so I usually go up there for my cardio. Any other strength training that I do, some calisthenics. Also, I go to Diesel's Counterpunch. Been going up there for a couple days. Shout out to them. But I go to different places like Electric City. I went down and seen Kai Stewart at Flow State. Shout out to them as well.
Wesley Killeagle says, who the hell says we don't go outside and run in this?
Yeah,
I'm not saying you guys are saying that, but like negative 40 degrees, I would think you guys have limited amount of time you could be outside running before your fucking skin starts to freeze up, and then you got to get your ass inside, and you probably don't want to. You probably don't want frostbite, 2 weeks before a damn fight.
Yeah, and we definitely layer up here. Like when it starts to get cold out, I wear not just one sweater, but maybe 3 if it's super cold. And like right now, I got 2 on. So it's negative 40. I wear 2 sweaters. But to some people from different states, maybe it'd be freezing to the point where you can't bear it,
Shit's crazy. So Dakota,
I can't even imagine it.
You said you wanted to let everybody know about yourself, right? We know you're from ice cold Montana right now, but tell us a little bit about you. Now, this is going to be your 4th time stepping into the bare knuckle squared circle, so people have seen you and they know who you are, but they probably don't know who you are. So tell us a little bit about your background and where you come from, and what got you into the combat sports world.
So, what kind of got me into the sports world or things like this? When I was younger, I think it was like 7, maybe 6 years old. My grandpa, he used to watch these boxing classics, the ESPN classics, are early in the morning. It's probably like 9 o'clock. He'd wake me up and be like, "Hey, you got to watch this fight." And it was a past fight, but I'd watch.
This Bobby?
Yep, my grandpa Bobby.
Yeah, this
and
right here.
Yes, that man.
Soldier.
He built a foundation for me. He always told me, no matter what other people tell you or what they want you to do, make your own path, make your own story, become somebody that people will want to look up to. And to this day, I kind of look forward to, before the fights, I go up and see his grave. Like I sit there for a while. I talk to him, and I know he can't say nothing, but I know he's there in heart. So
that's awesome, man.
He's biggest role model I've ever had in my life. He had numerous kids. He wanted to be a pro fighter as well, but he never got the chance to do it because he had a family. And I made the choice between train and be on a big platform and be a part of the world and show my kids I'm going to be somebody great in the world, or sit back and watch somebody else do it and just think of it as a dream. But not me. I'm not going to sit back and do that. I made a dream come true. And me and my team, I did it with certain few people. My auntie Jamie, my auntie Tanya, my nephew Ko, constantly he's sparring with me. He works out with me constantly every day. We do swim laps a lot because it's a full body like workout. So we swim some laps. We put in some good work. There's a lot of things I could talk about, and for everybody that gets behind me, I want to thank everybody, because without the people that back me, I don't think I would be where I am today. My kids, they play a big role in that as well, and my wife, Cutter, she's definitely something, a dream, I guess you could say. Brody and Nevaeh, they're both 3 and 4. They're my dream. And I know if I show them a good path in life, they'll follow me. And right now, my son, he's like, I'll bare knuckle you. And they watch me fight, and I don't really bring them to the fights if I have one live.
Right.
Mhm.
But they've watched videos of me, and every time I show my son something, like I got a new banner, I got all my sponsors, all these guys here, Gear Grabbers, Sober Up Productions, New Line Boxing, Yakima Tactical, and I just hopped on a new management team, CNC Management.
Yes.
Shout out to Carlos.
Carlos,
He's here in the comments right now, actually watching.
Yep. Hey, he's so cool. And when I got down to Miami, he's one of the people that like stood out. And Ryan Perez, he was in my corner when I was fighting Duran, but I didn't make it to the corner as fast as I don't know. It didn't plan out as I thought.
Well, Duran's a fucking ball of fire, man. That guy, he's got a different gear,
short.
man.
Yep. And I don't know. I hope to one day get back to that point where we meet again. Got nothing for respect for that guy. He's definitely somebody I look up to, one of my favorite fighters, and I can't wait to see what happens 2024.
Listen, I want to go back to you talked about your grandpa, and that means a lot to me because my grandfather was super close to me, and I noticed that he was in the military. Was he Army, Marine? Was he in the Army?
I think he was a Marine or a Navy.
I saw the picture there. Yeah, it looked like he was a veteran. He gave you sound advice, build your own path. That's amazing. My grandfather passed away 2 years ago at 98 years old. He was a World War II veteran, and like that guy meant the world to me. So I can totally feel what you're coming from there. I want to get I got this fucking awesome picture of my grandfather in his Navy uniform at like 19 years old, drinking this bottle of Four Roses whiskey with his like Kevlar helmet on, and it just looks so fucking cool. I want to get it like tattooed on my arm using the Army. Tanya says.
Is that a family member?
My auntie Tanya,
Vietnam.
He's from the Army. But yeah, my auntie Tanya, she helps me out a lot. Like the things I can't do during my camps and stuff, like reach out to sponsors, get more stuff like that. She does that.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
So I have someone to back me down here. I have a good team with CNC. They get me fights regularly. I I'd like to fight as much as possible this year. Hopefully hop into the pound for pound category and at least go into the top 5, top 10 in featherweight.
There you go. That's awesome, man.
You got to set goals, man. You got to set goals so you
Yeah.
can reach them goals.
Yep. And
But it all starts with this next fight, basically.
Yep. And I don't plan on stopping. This year, 2024, we take over. CNC's going all the way to the top. And everybody on my banner, they're coming with me. Hopefully I can keep these sponsors all year long.
Yes.
I thank them, and I look forward to showing what we got.
Well, I got to tell you, dude, I love how tight you are with your family and how much your family means to you. That's really cool. I appreciate that. And the fact that you really wanted to hit on that point.
Yes.
Because we both have 2 kids. We're both married. We're both in the military. We both have kids. We both have the fucking busiest lives in the world. You know how it is. It's like everything we do and every minute of our day is so that we can take care of our wives and our child. Our children,
So the next generation for me, I guess you would say I'm a leader, and for them, I would want to see them do good. I want to place them in a good situation. I tell them all the time that if you have a dream, you got to chase it, because you get too old, you're not going to be able to make it.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of people learn that lesson too late. They know the lesson, but they don't learn it until they're in their
if you have a good talent, why waste it?
Right.
Yep. Oh yeah, we did this podcast. We've been thinking about doing this for years and years, just like, let's just do it and mess around. And it took us like 8 years to actually just do it. And Kyle just said, screw it, I'm just gonna do it. And then I was like, fine, I guess I'm gonna ride your coattails a little bit. And then all of a sudden we did it together. But we did this 10 years ago.
Now you guys are like one of the top bare knuckle podcasts there is. And I'm stoked to even be on here.
Well,
you know how many people
thank you, man.
On live. Like, this is a big thing, a big step for me and my whole team. So
we appreciate that, man. Yeah, like Mike said, Mike and I deployed together 10 years ago, and
been 12
12 years ago.
Yeah.
Fuck, we're getting old.
I know, it's that crazy.
12 years ago, Mike and I were overseas, getting up at 3:00 in the morning to watch UFC pay-per-views and stuff because of the time change and everything. We spent the whole year overseas, bonding over combat sports, and then we come home and we talked about, like Mike said, all we do is talk about combat sports all day long, all the fucking time. Why don't we put a camera in our face and do it? And then it took till 2021 for me to kick this shit off. Or was it 2020? 2020?
Yeah, it was during COVID. It was like after 2020 COVID started. So
yeah.
So, COVID was
around the first BKFC show or whatever.
It was actually we went to our first BKFC event to cover live Knucklemania 1. So it was around BKFC 15 or 14 or 15 that I started it.
Knucklemania. I want to be on Knucklemania too as well. Hopefully this fight goes well. Hopefully I can pull some strings. Let's get to go to Knucklemania. That's a dream.
Well, we wish the world for you, man. Real quick, just to remind everybody, you're fighting Eric Dotson. We all know who Eric Dotson is. He came on the scene. He won his first couple fights, and then he ran into a short notice Roberto Armas in his last one. But you're fighting him in his backyard. He's born and raised out in Albuquerque. He's John Dotson's brother. He comes from a lineage of fighters. So best of luck to you with him. Real quick before we finish up with you, what are your thoughts on Eric? Eric's we've met Eric. He's a nice guy. Thoughts on him as a fighter, though. Go ahead.
Thoughts on him as a fighter. Very good attitude. I love the smile. Like me as well. I'm constantly smiling. I love everybody. So even if there's a loss in there, it's not really a loss. It's a lesson. but I plan on getting wins all year long. So, like, Eric and me, we're gonna have to come in an agreement on this one, and I gotta take the win.
Yeah, you just got to quit smiling for a few minutes, and then you guys can smile after.
Yeah. And you know, it's crazy. We're both going to be in there smiling at the same time. We're going to punch each other. We're both going to smile at each other. It's going to be the war of the smiles.
Yeah, and I think you're the co-main, dude. So good for you. You got yourself in a co-main spot on a card. You're sharing a card with Donald Sanchez and Noah Cutter and Taylor Starling and Jenny Savage, and they got you and him in the co-main.
Yeah,
so that's fucking
I've
awesome,
seen
dude.
Jenny Savage fight, and I've watched Taylor Starling fight. But so Noah Cutter, when I went up to Miami, I thought he was fighting there, but it was Tom Shove, and I told Noah Cutter, like, hopefully I could get on a card with you soon. And the first card of the year, I'm excited.
Boom.
There you go, dude. I love it. Congratulations for you getting this co-main event. Real couple quick questions, just personality questions for you, non-fighting. We already learned a lot about you and your family here, but what would you say is your greatest strength?
My greatest strength, fighting on the outside. I like to stay strong, long, and set the pace.
There you go. Number 2.
What's a food that you absolutely will not eat? Never gonna happen.
Never gonna happen.
Spinach. I definitely hate spinach from the.
Really?
When I was a kid.
You've never just crushed a can and it popped open and it flew in the air. And
no,
you
I won't. No? I won't eat it out of a can, but I'll eat like in a salad maybe.
Yeah.
Other than that, I won't.
Mine's mushrooms, dude. I won't fucking eat it. No way.
Oh, me either.
It's a fungus.
Can't eat
turkey. It grows out of shit,
not
dude.
Even clams.
It grows out of poop, dude. Fuck that. What is something that you do differently than everyone else? You know, something you do different.
So I got ADHD, so I do a lot of different things. I ride BMX, I ride skateboard, scooter, rollerblades, like snowboard.
Wow. An extreme sports guy.
I've done everything. Dirt biking. X Games. I grew up watching it, so everything that I do different is I try to stand out. I try to be one of myself. I don't like to follow other people in their footsteps. So I think this next fight, you'll see my outfit and you'll understand why I am the way I am and why I want to be the one to stand out.
Nice.
Have you ever watched Tony Soto? He was a professional skateboarder before he fought. So he's got so many videos.
No way.
You got to hit him up and ask him for
never
videos.
Even knew that.
Yeah, message him. Do you talk to him?
He'll send you some shit, dude.
We'll send you. Yeah, what's that?
Tony
Soto.
Yeah,
yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, he's unbelievable. He started picking it up again recently, and he's been and also the cameraman
Nick Vespi.
Yeah,
I've noticed that he skates.
Yeah,
dude, Tony sent us a video. He's like, he's like, none of these motherfuckers can do nothing to my head. He's like, they can't touch me. He goes, look at this. He sends us a video and he like hits this gap onto like a tractor trailer. Trailer. From a building to a trailer, and he falls off the trailer and he lands on the concrete like fucking head first.
Yeah.
And he stands up.
So one time I wrecked on my bike. My front wheel came off and I smashed my front teeth, like my whole mouth, on a metal bar, the coping of the skate park.
Oh my
didn't knock no teeth out, didn't get knocked out, but I like touched my lip and my finger went through my lip, touched my teeth, and my grandma was like, oh my God, you need to go to the hospital. And I called my mom and I was like, hey mom, can you come pick me up? I need to go to the hospital. And she's like, if I come down there and you're messing with me, I'm going to be so mad. And she got there and she's like, oh, why didn't you just call the ambulance? Like, I don't know. I didn't really freak out as a kid. When I see blood, I don't really.
So you're made for this kind of shit. At least you didn't take your skateboard away from you right there on the spot. Last question for you.
I've done that.
All right. Number 4, what's your favorite thing to do with your family when you have a free day, which we don't often get?
So what I like to do with my family when we have a free day, if it's just me and my babies and my wife, my favorite thing to do is go get some dinner, talk about how our day is. And my babies, they tell me constantly, like, we did this at school. Like, I ask them all the time, how was your day? What'd you do at school today? What'd you eat for lunch? And I just try to keep a lot of communication with them, because the more I talk with them, the more they'll like communicate with me later on in life. And I want to be that parent that sticks out, because I never really grew up with that. So I want to be the person or the parent that kind of does that.
That's amazing, dude.
It is great. You got to be.
I think it's
take care of your kids, support them.
Yeah,
I think it's important to have dinner as a family. Like me, my wife, and my kids, we try to do it as much as humanly possible. They all play sports and whatnot, and like sometimes it doesn't work, but as many times of the week as we can to sit down as a family and eat dinner. And we do the same thing that you just did. And every single night we go around the table. What was your favorite thing that happened to you today? What was your favorite thing that happened at school today? Shit, something like that. And they always have something in mind. And they'll be like, oh, I know what it is. And they'll tell us some awesome shit or some funny shit that happened at school or whatever. So, Dakota, it was really nice talking to you, getting to know you a little bit. We feel like we kind of knew you already in the combat sports side, but never personally. So thank you for coming on here and opening up a little bit about your family and stuff, and your grandpa and your auntie and your kids and everything. You seem like you're ready to have a good year, 2024. So best of luck. Go ahead, say some final words, and we'll let you get out of here.
So I just want to give a big shout out to everybody on my banner. Without this team right now that I got, the camp wouldn't be as good as it is. I also want to get a shout out to Cutter Deschner, my wife, the mother of my kids, and Brody and Nevaeh. Daddy's going to make you proud this year. Going to have lots of things I'm going to bring back from. And also, I want to give a big shout out to Jamie St. Mark's, Tanya Azure, and the one man that made me want to have this as a dream, Bobby Azure.
Beautiful.
Awesome, man. Thank you very much for coming on. And you have yourself a great night, a great rest of your camp, and best of luck January 27th against Eric Dotson. Have a good one, man.
406, remember.
There it is.
All right, brother. We'll see you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Later. You know, I like all these Montana fighter guys. They're pretty good dudes. They all seem pretty good. Kai's about the most outspoken one out of all of them. They're all pretty reserved, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was thinking about this today, like how many fighters are from like the Great Falls and in Montana, like that whole area. There's so many fighters that fight in bare knuckle from that area. It's kind of wild.
It's crazy.
Really.
Right. There's a shit ton. With that said, man, we're going to bring our last guest of the evening on. Thank you very much, Dakota, for coming on. And we're going to bring the big man. We got a little mixed up in our timing here, and I apologize, but another Adams fighting Juan Adams. This is going to be a banger. We've heard nothing but good things about Matt. Here he is, Bad Matt Adams.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
What's going on, man?
You know, just sitting here waiting.
Just chilling.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I mean, sometimes with these live shows, you know, the links and everything, they get a little mixed up. And
it was my fault. I couldn't get that link to load.
No problem. So
it happens with the StreamYard program from time to time with that link. If it's through Messenger or something, sometimes it doesn't work. Got to go through Gmail, whatever. But
you're working.
Oh,
what's that?
That happens too.
Yeah.
His mic wasn't working, he was saying.
All right. Well, hey, here we are, man. I don't know if you caught our last two guests, but what we like to do here is get to know the fighter a little bit. We talked to your opponent, Juan Adams, last night. Had a nice conversation with him. We ended up talking about him going to military college for about 20 minutes. We didn't even expect that to happen, but it happened. But you're going to be taking him on, and your name is Matt Adams. And tell us a little bit about yourself, where you come from, and what you're bringing to the table here in the BKFC.
Yeah, you know, I come from just a small town, country town, New Lex, Zanesville area, just small town in Ohio. I don't know. I bring a lot. I've been all around combat sports. I've been wrestling. I've been in football. I've been in boxing. I had a short boxing career as an amateur and went pro fast. Same with MMA. Kind of had a short amateur career. I didn't train a lot when I was amateur. And then turned pro. Took a hard fight for my first fight as a pro MMA fighter. Everyone turned the guy down. The number 1 ranked heavyweight in Ohio, Cam Kinsick. You know, I was winning the fight, got caught. But I feel like I just bring a different outlook to this game. You know, a lot of people think, oh, this kid's a short little fat dude. You know, all these heavyweights are 6'2" and above. I'm 5'10", you know.
5'10". Yeah. Well, you know what? There's a guy named Mike Tyson that was 5'10". That was one of the greatest fucking boxers in the history of the world. So, and you know what? And Lorenzo Hunt isn't the tallest guy in the world either. He's a 6-footer that knocks everybody out. So all that size shit, you know, it does it. You know, you come in there with skill and technique and power, and that that trumps the size card. You know what I mean?
I agree.
So, dude, I don't know why. Every time I hear the word Ohio, I just got like ADHD just kicked in.
Ohio.
No, Ohio. When I hear Ohio, there was a Lil Wayne song from back in the day. He said, "You could catch me high with 2 O's like Ohio." And I always think of that. Every time somebody says they're from Ohio, it makes me think of that Lil Wayne line, because that was a slick line. Catch me high with 2 O's like Ohio.
At least it was something good about Ohio. A lot of people say a lot of bad things about Ohio. So that's good, you know. Lil Wayne's a man. I like his music. So
bare knuckle. You said you had all this you had the background in boxing and MMA. Who got you to venture over to the dark side here? Like, who was it? What got you over here?
You know, I was wrestled, and I love MMA. Don't get me wrong, I love it. You know, but my thing is, I like a brawl. I like to brawl. I like to stand there and bang. Whoever falls, falls. You know, I had the wrestling background. If he wanted to sign MMA, I would fight MMA. You know, he's got that wrestling. I was state and national champion wrestling coming out of high school. Freestyle national champion. So yeah, we could have done that too. But you know, I reached out to Jay Davis. I don't know if you guys know him.
Yep,
we do. Yes, we do.
I said, man, I want to fight bare knuckle. I'm like, I'm tired of this shit. All these guys, yes, sir. Fuck big call.
He's in the comments right now.
I'm not gonna cuss on her, but I reached out to him. He's like, yeah, I got you, man. He said, let me see what I can do. And it was back and forth for a couple months. There was a fight offer on that card. I'm trying to think who it was. I can't think. It was a big fight offer, but it ended up not happening. It was so kind of upset me. 2 more months passed. I didn't think it was going to happen. I fought a few more MMA fights, and then finally got a call from Jay. He's like, hey, listen, I got a fight for you, man. He said, I'm putting your name in the bucket right now. He said, I don't know. Give me a day or two. I was laying in bed like 10 o'clock at night. He hit me up. Hey, I got the fight. He said, you down? I rolled over. I was half asleep. I said, yeah, text me tomorrow. And I wake up 3:30 in the morning for work. I work in the mines, running heavy equipment. So I work 10, 12-hour days, if not more. So we talked next day for a little bit, and I guess we're here now.
You work in the mines. Hold on a second. Pull it back.
Yeah,
you work in the mines. Tell me about the mines. What's going on here?
We got Shelly owns mines up here in Sidwells. I work on about 1,200 acres. It's all down in. We blast. We blow rock ups. We mine that. We haul in haul trucks. We crush it. We sell it. We do a little bit of everything. I'm in different piece of equipment pretty much every day. I'll be in an excavator one day. I'll be in dozer one day. I'll be in a haul truck one day. It just depends on the day, man. I've ran equipment for 7 years of my life, so I'm used to that tough work, So I feel like just the toughness of me is going to bring a lot to the table with this.
So not the mines that Zoolander's brother and dad were working.
You didn't get the black lung, do you?
Not the black lung pop.
I think he froze up here.
He froze up.
Hold on, let's see if he catches up. If not,
and while he's catching up, shout out to Jay. Jay Davis is the guy who he's Turp House Farms. That's Jay Davis. He hooks us up with the pain sticks that we be giving out to you guys watching the show. And he is the one who reached out to me. to see if we wanted to talk to Matt. Is he still frozen?
He's still frozen. So, Matt, if you can hear us, pull out of here and log back in. If you want to text him, I'll take him. I'll take him out of here.
All right. Yeah. Well, I'll text him. But I want to hear what he has to say about Juan. You know what he just told me, and what he just told us about being a state champion wrestler. That adds a little wrinkle because Juan yesterday was confident about his grappling because of his wrestling background.
Yes, he was.
And we all know how much fucking the wrestler's grip strength and getting in the grips of a wrestler in the clinch is a real game changer. And now you got two guys that are powerhouses that both have equally impressive backgrounds. I don't know if Matt went to college for wrestling. Juan did, but Matt was a state champion. I don't know if Juan was. I don't know if he said he was or not, but that's very interesting to me, man. This is two big boys that know how to wrestle. What's up, Matt? You're back.
Man, I live in Ohio, man. The weather's crap, man. I don't know what happened. I don't know if my internet went
It's all
down.
good.
You know,
It happens.
One day it's
That's all right.
50 degrees in December, and Monday's supposed to be negative like 3. So, man, it's just what it is, I guess.
It's not
When
that
you live
bad.
when you
Like
live in a country,
Montana's a little worse.
yeah, when you live in a country town like this, man, everything sucks. So, I guess it is what it is.
I'm dying in this country ass
Listen.
motherfucking town. What that guy said. You ever see that clip before?
Yeah,
Matt?
that clip where the guy, a newscaster, like swallows a bug like live on the air.
He goes, what?
He's like, "Oh, what the fuck was that?"
I ain't saw that one yet. I ain't saw that one.
Oh, it's
You looked
funny.
it up,
It's
it's
real funny.
hilarious.
It's like it's a clip from like an older newscaster, and he's like about to report. It's hot, and he's starting reporting. A bug flies in his mouth, and it's like the straw that broke the camel's back. He goes, look, he goes, that's it, man. Yeah, I'm dying in this country ass fucking town.
I believe it, man.
It's so
I believe
funny.
it.
Oh, it's so funny.
In the summer, it's bad with bugs, so I believe it.
When you froze up and you had to back out, I was telling Mike.
We talk about the black lung.
We're not talking about the black.
That's what when he was left, yes, we were.
Yeah. Oh, before he left. I think I got a case of the black lung pop. God damn it, Derek. You were down there for one fucking day. Dude, you are a state champion wrestler. And I don't know if you saw the show last night, we talked to Juan, and one thing that he was like really confident about was his ability to grapple in his wrestling and in this sport.
The clinch,
the grip strength, the grip strength of a wrestler is unmatched, and we've talked about that in the past. And I've met a lot of wrestlers that feel if they get their hand around your wrist, it feels like you could crumple the bones in their hand. So you guys wrestling at a high level as a state champion, and he went on to. Did you wrestle in college?
I had a full ride in college. I was about to go to Ohio State and stuff. I had some stuff come up, family stuff. College wasn't for me. I would rather make money. Everyone says go to college, make more money, but I think I'm doing fine in life with the money I make. So,
but with that said, though, confidence in your wrestling, it gets a little interesting when the guy across the ring from you has that same level of wrestling, and you're both heavyweights with power and grip strength and the ability to grapple in the clinch. This could be very interesting. And this is a big name guy that you're fighting here who's coming up. He was a winner on the Dana White Contender Series. He fought in the UFC 4 or 5 times, went to the PFL. I think he's like 10-6 pro MMA. So he has a good resume. This is a big name for you.
Yes, sir. We're going to find out who's strongest when we clinch. People look at me and they're like, you wouldn't think I fight out in the streets, the way I carry myself. I don't carry myself like a fighter. I carry myself. I'm a family man. I got 2 kids, 2 daughters I love to death. Got a wife. I don't carry myself a cocky guy. A fight's a fight. 50-50 chance you win, 50 chance you lose. All these guys want to talk. Oh, they're bad. They're the baddest dude in there. We're going to get in there and that's what we're here to find out. We're here to find out who the baddest dude is. I see talks about Mark Hunt coming to BKFC. Let me get winner too. Put me in there. Fuck it. The money's right and everything's right. Put me in there. I'll fight Mark Hunt. I don't care. I'll fight anybody on any day. That's who I am though. But if I'm not getting paid, I'm not fighting. You're not gonna see me fighting in the streets. You're not gonna see me fighting for dumbass reasons. There ain't no point in
Understood.
it.
Yeah.
Ain't no point.
Well, nobody wants to fight for free, Matt. That's for sure.
Nah, ain't no point. Ain't no point. I'm ugly, so I can't mess up my face. But I just don't see a point of getting in trouble and losing my daughters.
Hey, we're all a little ugly, but you know what? We all got a woman that fell in love with us and made babies. So
I don't know how she fell in love with me.
Yeah, we don't want to try to have to do that again, right? So we got to try to keep it. Keep it smooth,
Yeah.
It'll be tough.
So you were just mentioning Mark Hunt. That's a conversation that we were just having.
Oh my God!
This heavyweight division's getting very interesting. You're stepping into the BKFC in their going into their sixth year of existence here, and every year it seems like one division blows the fuck up. You know what I mean? Like one division. A few years ago, the 145-pound division just. No offense to anybody. It sucked. There was like 2 fighters. There was like 2 or 3 good fighters, and they had the hardest time finding featherweight fights. And then they focused, and then all of a sudden the featherweight division became the most interesting division in the BKFC. 145 is stacked with killers now. And now the heavyweight division all of a sudden is getting really damn interesting with guys like you and Juan fighting on this Prospect Series, and Mark Hunt and Roy Nelson showing interest, and Todd Duffy and Lorenzo.
Oh, Hunt. That's good. Todd Duffy. He was supposed to fight He was supposed to fight
Rothwell. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fight they called me on. Me and Todd, there was in talks. My name was up for that.
Okay.
And, they're gonna fly me in on week's notice, or like 3 days notice or some shit.
Yeah, it was like last minute.
Yeah, it would have been like 2 days notice. I think.
Me and Nate talked. Jay called me and they were in discussion. There was 2 names up. I guess everything fell through, and I'm like, I don't care who it is, I'll fight him. And it fell through.
No.
Then me and Zach, I can't think of his last name. Zach.
Kalmus.
Is that
Zach
it?
Yeah, Shark Attack. Zach.
Me and my friends on Facebook, we talked back and forth about fighting.
Yeah, he's got like kind of curly.
Yeah, we thought we were gonna make that happen. That was a debate, but that didn't happen either. He's got a decent name in bare knuckle, so we talked about back and forth, called each other out. I thought that fight was gonna happen. I would love for that fight to happen.
Yeah,
he fought a dude I knew. Fought a dude I knew, Mickey or whatever his name was, which I don't think he should ever been the BKFC fight ring. It is what it is, but that's just how I feel. My opinion don't matter, man.
I'm glad you said that about the Duffy thing, because when we were out in Salt Lake City, we were talking to those guys, and they said they had a replacement fighter for Rothwell, but it fell through. I think the commission wasn't going to allow it or something like that on such short notice, but they didn't give us a name.
Yeah,
and here you are. We got it.
I was hoping to get that, money was right and everything. Nate was being, shout out to Nate, he's being cool with me. I thought, we talked back and forth. Me and Jay, him and Jay talked back and forth. I was ready to fly down there and get it going, Like I said, it's a 50-50 chance. Everyone thinks, that dude trains more. You get hit in the right spot, you're going down. It is what it is. No one has that chin that you're not going down. Everybody, once you get chipped, it is what, especially heavyweight division.
Yes.
Some guys got so much power. It's not like a heavyweight fight at 145, You got guys max limit 265. Them are some big dudes.
Right. And also Duffy was training for a guy who's 6'5", 300 pounds, cutting down to 275.
Yeah. Yes.
And you just said that you are a 5'10", 265. So there's a big difference in training for a guy with a 84-inch reach to a guy with a 73-inch reach. You know what I mean? Like
I know I fought a guy with an 84-inch reach that was 6'8". Oh, I know how that is.
Yeah. So you know what?
Use that wrestling. That's what you got to do.
Oh, I know, but I took that. There's never been one fight in my career that I can think back on that I had a full camp. I think the most camp I ever had for a fight was maybe 4 weeks.
Damn.
It just doesn't happen. I put my name in, back and forth talks. They hear I'm a wrestler. They turn it down. We get I took a fight on 2 days notice before, 3-day notice, and it is what it is. I'll take a fight any day's notice, man, because I just know that I'm not going to get the opportunity again, so I might as well take it.
How about this one, though? How far out did you find out about your Juan Adams fight? Did you get a full camp?
I would say about 2.5 weeks ago.
So you got about 5 weeks total to train.
Yeah, something like that. Not full camp I want, but with my work schedule, it's hard to get the work in I need. But it's also I know that the person I am, what I put it, I only wrestled 2 years. That's what people don't know. I didn't wrestle my whole life. I wrestled 2 years of my life, and I set like 6 Ohio records. So it is.
Wait, you didn't start wrestling until your junior year of high school?
I wrestled junior high school. I won 104 and I think like 10. And
holy shit! So
cool.
you didn't start till junior year.
Yeah, you can look it up.
You said you were 104 and 10 and won the state championship and got a full ride.
I won the state championship. I went on to go win nationals. I went on to Team Ohio freestyle nationals. We won. Wrestled with a lot of big name people, But I had a full ride to a lot of colleges. I had over 25 letters, but my grades weren't the best, and some colleges wanted me to go off campus, get my grades up, and then come on the main campus. And I just, had a lot of stuff going on in my life with my mom and everything. She's passed away since then, so I'm happy I came home for everything. So it is what it is. I don't regret anything I do in life. I got my 2 daughters now. If I went to college for 4 years, I don't think I met the girl I have now. I wouldn't have the family I have, so I don't regret it.
Everything happens for a reason, right?
God has a plan for everyone, man. Plan for everyone.
Wow, man. Well, I'm impressed. I can't wait to see you. I know that Jay told me you're a bad boy, man. He said you're a local banger out there. Everybody knows who you are out in Ohio, but you're going to go into Albuquerque January 27th. You're going to fight a known guy, and maybe everybody will know you after this.
Oh, they're going to know me after this. No, I'm not here to talk shit on him. He's a good fighter. He went to UFC farther than I got so far, PFL. But we're going to find out when we get in there. When we touch hands, whatever you want to call it, when we get in there, we're going to either bang or we're going to clinch. And I'm down for both. Whatever he wants to do, I'm down, Everyone thinks my reach is short, but I got just a long arm and ain't heavyweight if you see me, other than if you're 6'8" and you got an 84-inch reach. I ain't got that. But I'm pretty even with like 6'2", 6'3", 6'4" guys. I know he's 6'6" or whatever, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. If he wants, if I win this fight, if he wants to fight in May, we'll step in the cage too. We'll sign a clause where we fight in that. I don't care. Well, if that's his backyard, where he's a wrestler, we can wrestle. We can do jiu-jitsu. I don't care, man. I'm down for anything. I did jiu-jitsu. I started jiu-jitsu like a year ago. I went 11-1 in jiu-jitsu, and within a year, won a big tournament, $1,200. Maybe it was only $1,200 tournament, Anything I put my mind to, I do the best. I try my best at, I got a lot of people prove wrong, especially in my hometown. So
I love it, man. And everybody you work with in the mines, they're all backing you on this one. They're fucking all fired up for this.
Man, I love everyone I work with. There ain't one person there I don't like. I left my old job. I was at my old job for 6 years, running heavy equipment down at out of town farm. Did a lot of leveling, but then I got moved up to this job. I've been there probably about 5.5, 6 months, and fit right in, man. Everyone's cool. Everyone's kind of my age. The boss, AJ, shout out to him. He gave me a chance. Since then we all kicked it off, and me and the foreman are great buddies, Audie. So, I'm there to stay. The money's good, but I'm also, they know I fight and they're cool with me. They work around my schedule. I told them when I started, I started in 2 weeks after I started, I had to fight, So they're like, yeah.
And they're all right with that.
It was a Saturday, so we didn't work, but I took that fight. I won that fight. Everyone was happy about it. But, with everyone backing me, I'm here to just prove everyone wrong, And with the grace of God, he's in my back pocket. I'm ready to go out there and bang.
Hell yeah.
I love it, man.
Yes, sir.
Awesome, dude. Well, hey, are you a fan of combat sports? Have you been a connoisseur of MMA and boxing?
Yeah,
you've been watching?
Yeah.
All right, well, good, because I'm going to ask you a question, and I need your answer. All right, here you go. Here you go. Rank these combat sports trash-talking legends, best to worst. Chael Sonnen, Conor McGregor. I put a comment in there like an asshole. Michael Bisping, Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson. Who was the best?
Muhammad Ali last. He wasn't really. He talked shit, but it was never anything serious. Man, this is hard right here because you got Mike Tyson that always threatened to kill people, eat them.
Eat their children.
You got Chael Sonnen and
spinal. All good stuff.
Conor McGregor, he talked a lot of shit and got money. He made over $100 million just from his mouth, more than that. But he said some questionable shit about Khabib's dad. That it was. I think there's a point in
Poor taste.
professional that you don't cross. Felt like he crossed it. I probably would go Chael Sonnen. I don't. My probably Conor McGregor, Mike Tyson, Michael Bisping, Muhammad Ali.
Nice.
I don't. Michael Bisping was all right. He was. I mean, he talked his shit. I didn't think it was anything great. I don't know.
Believe, conceive, achieve. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you
Now,
know,
Luke Rockhold.
Sonnen
that's probably the
always
best
hype
one.
yourself up and say some
Listen,
shit.
you had it right there. You
I
had it
think so.
right.
I think he did pretty good.
And Chael Sonnen set the bar so high.
Yep.
When it was leading into Anderson Silva, he set the bar so high, and then he topped it
And he rarely
going into
scored.
Tito Ortiz when he was going to fight Tito in Bellator. Chael took trash talking to an all-time epic level.
You know, when him and John Jones fought, I thought it was hilarious when he's like, "Oh, I know he was on all the steroids because I was running everything." And
he said I was juiced up like Tropicana or something.
He said he threw me across the ring. I know he was on stuff. I just laughed. Yeah.
He's the best. He never really swore much. He never said really anything too vulgar. He used that very like WWE like family friendly shit talking.
He went famous for some like they were funny. Like he's like, yeah, I had it rough growing up. You know, our maid was only there like 3 days a week. You know, the rest of
West Lynn.
West Lynn gangster.
The West Lynn gangster, dude.
Yeah, he
was
was
in the Tito.
He was a shit talk in a good way. Like it was catchy. It was funny. Everyone liked it because it was just his comebacks were quick and snappy, and they were funny. Conor was just. He had some good ones. He went over the line a lot, and people liked that because someone had to be the bad guy in that situation, you know. And then Mike Tyson was just a straight savage. He didn't give a fuck what he said.
I don't usually talk to women unless I
don't
fornicate with them.
he fucking said some wild shit. You know, I listened to his biography book and stuff. Yeah, I
love that shit. You know what I thought one of the funniest things Chael did, and he didn't even speak. Tito was talking about the jackal story and the this and that, and all of a sudden you hear, and they pan the camera over, and Chael's sleeping on the microphone. It was like the funniest damn thing. He's just real slick with that.
Well,
shit.
That's like when he was on what was it, FaceTime with Dana White, and he was like, "Who's dashing?" or something. He disappeared, and Dana's like, "Oh, he didn't get the catch. He didn't get the punchline."
Yeah, he didn't get it. Dana didn't get it. That shit was too funny.
I thought that's what I'm saying. He just said funny shit that people caught on to and liked. You know, no.
Mike and I actually got to meet Chael out in Denver at BKFC 41, and it was like
that in person too. Funny.
Oh, dude, such a good guy. Like we talked about this before on the show. Like he was one of those guys that like I was like almost nervous to meet him because I was such a big fan of him, and I didn't want to act like a douchebag. But I also was nervous that he might act like a douchebag. Like I was like, they say you never want to meet your idols because they might end up being something different. He was like the nicest dude ever. He fucking shot the shit with us for like 15 minutes. He actually used some of the info that we gave him when he went live with Austin Trout and Cyrus. He used some of the info that me and Mike just gave him. So that we thought that was cool. It was definitely a great experience. Chael's the man, legend. Awesome. Yeah, there he is. So look at that.
There it is. I found it.
You guys follow combat sports. Let me fire a question at you guys then.
All right.
Two questions.
Yes, sir.
So who you got if they were to rematch? Charles or Islam?
Ooh, Charles Oliveira and Islam.
If they're rematch full camp.
You know what, dude?
Islam.
Yeah.
I would say Islam.
Look, I looked at that too. Me and my buddy had the debate because he named his son after Charles. Actually, his
Charles is great.
His name's Bronx, and
no way.
We argue about this one day. And I'm like, man,
my daughter's name is Brooklyn.
After he did that to Volkanovski, I can't see if Justin Gaethje can't get it done with his power, his pressure. You know, then there's no one in that division I think will ever beat him. I think he'll stay champ like Khabib was. And then next question, who you got? If this fight happens, you got Tom or John Jones if they were ever fighting?
Oh, God.
Who?
At Tom Aspinall and John Jones.
I want to know this because
here's the thing. It's really hard to bet against John Jones, to pick against Jones. And
after when he did a Cyril Gane, I'm like, holy Like, that's crazy. Because Francis couldn't do that, Everyone's like, oh, Francis would kill Johns. And I get the power-wise.
I
But
don't
if
think
you
so.
look at that, like, John literally made that look. He took one shot, and it was a ball shot. It was a kick to the balls, right? The first kick. So, I mean, first round, you 3-year layoff, you come back and win the heavyweight title. Like, I don't see anybody stopping him.
Yeah.
I think he beats Stipe. He needs to retire. I don't see why. He's been around too long. I feel like
I don't think the Stipe fight is even competitive for John Jones.
No, I don't
Jones,
either. I don't either.
No offense to Stipe, I think Jones walks through him.
Yeah, after John did to DC, and then DC got done to him by Stipe. I mean, he beat Stipe too. I mean, DC just had nothing on John's.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like Stipe's out of his prime. I get John's old too, but John's one of them guys. What did he say? He's like, I just feel like God put me on the earth not to lose.
Yes.
If you count that legal elbow as a loss, I think it's bullshit.
It's such
he was
bullshit.
dominating that fight. I hate hearing that argument. Oh, he got a loss. I'm like, come on.
No, he's undefeated.
You watch the fight up to that point, like, it was just going to get stopped no matter what. But
still, people think it's so
like that
stupid.
should be off his record, but whatever.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. A lot of people think it's a stupid rule. It's just it's dumb that he even lost, and he should have got like more of a warning. It's ridiculous. The whole thing's ridiculous.
You know what?
John Jones is getting older, so eventually his time is going to come.
Oh yeah,
whether he pulls out of fighting before that happens, he's really got to do. He's either got to stop now. He knows what he's got left. But for me, I think it's a very easy choice. I just don't think that Tom is going to be.
No, Tom's got speed and
don't
power.
see it happening ever.
That's what they say about Cyril Gane. They're like, oh, he's got speed and power, and they say
I give Tom a better shot than Stipe.
Oh, I do too. I think Stipe's just done. I hate to say that. He's an Ohio guy too. He trains a strong style up in Cleveland, not like 2.5 hours from me. I got no beef with him. I just feel like John is just unreal athlete that no matter what division he fights in, he could have been the best at 145. I feel like he just has that kind of mindset to be good in any division. And like Gordon Ryan said, what did he say? He said he's not good at everything. He's not excellent at everything, but he's good enough at everything to be dangerous and know enough. So I don't know.
And he might still have a picogram in his system, maybe. You know what I mean?
Well,
a grain of salt. Yeah. A grain of salt in an Olympic-sized swimming pool, maybe.
The way I look at, man, if you're not running like, I hate to say that, I'm not, obviously I'm not on anything. I'm fucking fat. But if you're not running like EPO and shit like TJ Dillashaw was, I don't feel like steroid. Yeah, you might be a little bit stronger. Steroids actually weaken your chin, makes it harder for you to breathe because it pumps blood harder to your heart. So it's like, is it really an advantage? I don't want to ever say that, but you see these jacked up juice dudes, they're out of breath after 5 or 6 punches,
Right. I was gonna say it's only an advantage if they land like a really heavy early punch.
Yeah. You got Tyson Fury, look at him, that fucker don't got any kind of muscle, and
although I will rebuttal that. I bring to the table of evidence by the name of Alistair Overeem. Alistair Overeem was juiced to the fucking gills and won like 70 fucking goddamn fights.
Yeah, you're right.
So it works for
he also
some
got
people.
beat a lot too.
Have you seen him lately,
he got knocked out so many damn times. That guy.
Have you seen him lately though?
No,
Yeah.
he looks like he looks
like a broomstick. Come on, man.
He looks like an extra on fucking The Wire back in the day.
When him and Brock Lesnar fought, that was the biggest steroid.
You gotta find him on the hood of a car.
I've ever saw. You ever seen that video of them facing off and talking about like?
Oh yeah.
Come on, man. They had so much juice going through their body.
It's awesome. More juice to take a word out of Chael's playbook here. More juice than Tropicana. You know what I'm saying?
It is unreal, man. There's so many people that's on stuff that you ain't get. Like, you just look. I would never thought TJ Dillashaw was on EPO. I would thought he was on some other stuff because he was shredded to the gill. Like, he was shredded.
Yeah.
There's some fighters I feel like you definitely can tell, but maybe not. I don't know.
I had a friend that trained in New York, and he trained in he went to the gym that Danaher trains at once, and he went to a couple other ones, and he was like, bro, not everyone, but 90% of them are on something. That's what he told me. He's like 90% of them are on something.
I was like Tony Garbrandt. When he was doing that interview, he's like, "Oh yeah, TJ Dillashaw showed us how to do it." So it's like he's like, "Oh, so you're saying?" He's like, "He showed our whole team how to do it." So it's like Is your whole team doing it? And Cody was Ohio boy too. I'm happy he's making a little bit of comeback. So I hope to see him beat Figueiredo, but I don't know. That's a hard ass fight. I don't know, man. I just feel like he is making a decent comeback. My buddy actually knocked him out amateur, or maybe it was amateur. Rel Hogue actually
Really?
sleep. Yeah, it's on YouTube. The only one that ever actually put him out cold. So if you look up Rel Hogue, Cody Garbrandt, so he's Ohio boy. He just fought in Bellator. He's got a Bellator contract, so it was let's get a couple more questions in here. Hold on. Go ahead, Mike. What do you got?
All right. Number 2, start one, sit one, cut one. Chipotle. If you watched a show last night, it's not Chipotle anymore. It's Chipotle. What is it?
Chiplote.
Chiplote. Okay, that's how some guy ordered it in front of Kyle yesterday at Subway. Chiplote. So Chiplote, Chick-fil-A, Popeyes. Start, sit, cut.
Fuck you mean start, set, cut? Like cut one out?
Like one of them's gone. One of them's at the front of the line, and one's in reserve.
Yeah.
Popeyes. So start one is like my favorite.
Yeah.
Man, Chick-fil-A got great ass mac and cheese and chicken sandwiches. But Chipotle, me and my wife eat all the time because I love getting double steak and some parmacola. So probably Chipotle first, and then Chick-fil-A. Yeah, probably that. Yeah, I'm definitely cutting Popeyes. They fuck my food up every time I ever got it.
Popeyes, bye.
Yeah.
Chipotle.
What about you guys? Which one you cut?
I would probably go Chick-fil-A 1, Chipotle 2, Popeyes 3. That would be me.
So we can all agree Popeyes is trash.
Yeah, I do enjoy their chicken sandwich, but everything else is pretty much I don't care about that much.
Yeah. I tried their wings. They're hot wings. They're supposed to be or whatever. Cajun wings.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought them were garbage.
I haven't tried all them new flavors they have, but I love Chick-fil-A. I fucking love it.
Mac and cheese. It's a hard one for me because Chipotle I don't eat vegetables. I don't eat rice. I eat meat. That's pretty much like steak, meat, and that's it. Like I'm a meat kind of guy. Like,
hey, we're like the same
Chipotle,
person.
I get double steak, parmacola, cheese, and that's it. And then Chick-fil-A, I get a plain chicken sandwich and some mac and cheese. That's it. So
there you go.
Everyone, like my wife fucks with me because I don't eat nothing healthy. I eat healthy like chicken and stuff, but like I don't eat any vegetables. I hate vegetables.
I like to put a piece of
carnivore
diet. I love to put cheese on the Chick-fil-A sandwich with some pickles. I do like that, and maybe some hot sauce. A little bit of hot sauce on there, and oh my god,
yeah, I like hot sauce.
What do we got for number 3?
All right, I threw this question in there because Cat Williams has made some news lately. I don't know if you've noticed, but super famous stand-up comedian Cat Williams is in the news. Everybody's pissed off at him, but the guy's funny as fuck. And my question is for you: who is your favorite all-time stand-up comic?
Man, this is a hard one because I didn't start watching comics for a while. I don't know. Kevin Hart used to be one of my favorites, but I feel like he kind of fell off. Then you got Matt. He newcomer, but he's getting famous. He made some questionable shit he said about some stuff about his 6-year-old mom doing OnlyFans or something.
Who?
Matt Rife.
Matt Rife.
Oh, Matt Rife. Okay.
Rife, whatever his name is. I watch a lot of TikTok shit, so I don't know. My all-time, I would probably have to say Kevin Hart. I like him only because I watch all his movies. He's funny in the movies, and he's funny on stage. I feel like it all ties together. I'm sure not a lot of people agree with that because he's not like as big a comedian now. Everyone knows him more of an actor. So, but his old comedian stuff I thought was hilarious. Oh, dude. Especially when him and The Rock get together and they're just fucking with each other, joking around. I love that. So,
yeah, they had a thing going for a while.
Yeah, I would say probably Kevin Hart. I mean,
his like first few like big specials, like HBO specials, they were so goddamn funny. Kevin, I'll never go against that. But like you asked me, it's Bill Burr.
Yeah,
Bill Burr is the man.
Can't argue that. He's funny, big guy, ain't he? Why has he never got a shirt on? Is that the one that never got a shirt on?
No, that's Bert Kreischer.
Yeah, I like him too, but he never got a shirt on. I think that's fucking weird.
That's Bert. Yeah, that's Bert.
I mean, he's talking about all Billy Red face.
Body like me, so I don't know. Man.
If you're not familiar, and maybe out there in Ohio, Bill Burr is not very popular. You should go on YouTube and look up Bill Burr and watch some of his comedy. You'll love it.
Yeah, I ain't heard of him. I hate to say that.
I'll send his name to you.
I'm not really big in that kind of stuff. I don't really watch a lot of TV anymore. I watch a little bit.
Like a Northeastern guy.
Yeah.
I'll look up. Like Boston accent.
All right, last question for you. Here we go.
What is a golden rule that you live by?
Family first, God, stay humble, stay hungry. do everything with the passion and make sure to live and make sure that your family comes first and they're well taken care of before anything else. So,
I love it.
All glory to God. Everyone says that, but that's true. God's got a plan for everything. People live and people, they say some stupid shit. Like they say, oh, well, I grew up like this. That's why I'm like this. I hate that. Like people are like, oh, my mom and dad were this and that. And I grew up and they're on drugs. They blame on that, man. I didn't have an easy come up. I mean, I could go in detail what went on in my life, but I am here. Got my own house I bought. Got a family. Got a great job. So I can't complain. About to fight on BKFC, a big card. So, I made it from the bottom. I'm here now, so we'll see how it goes,
Hell yeah, dude. That's
Awesome, man.
Awesome.
Always stay humble, always stay humble. Anything happen any given day,
Love it. I love it, dude. Matt, we're excited to see you fight Juan Adams. The Adamses are going to it's an Adams family affair.
The Adams will win. I guarantee you that.
Yeah.
Guys, listen, Mike and I usually don't give betting advice on here, but I'm going to just tell you, put your money on Adams.
Yeah. I guarantee you hit. And you know what I mean? Me and my buddy were talking about the other day. He's like, how'd that happen? He's like, you guys cousins? I'm like, yeah, I guess from a different mother.
Yeah. Bet the house on Adams. Here we go. Give you an opportunity to say a few final words and we'll let you get out of here, man.
Yeah, I want to give a big shout out to a few people, that I was sitting here thinking about what I was there. I want to give a big shout out to Nate, Jay Davis. They gave me the opportunity. David, I want to give a big shout out to him for putting me on his show. There's a lot of people I go in detail with, my sponsors. I got a lot of people that support me. My wife, my kids, Graceland, Adeline. I'll name a few sponsors just because, I want to make sure they get recognition for always having my back. You got Feathernet Outdoors. They're a big hunting company out of Ohio. Give them a follow. You got the Fighting News, HKA, USA. They're sponsoring me for this fight, making my shorts, making my shirts, got me gloves for training. VO2 Fitness. I train out of a small gym in Heath, Ohio. If you're ever up here, great guys train there. Turp House. Smokes Performance Racing out of New Lex. There's a lot. Jason Brown at Auto Sales in Zanesville. I got a lot that I could give to Blankenship's Weldon Sons out of Somerset. So I go in detail with a lot of people. I just want to shout out everyone for having my back, especially Jay, because he's been, a lot of people look at Jay and they might not say good things about him, but I look at him and I got nothing but great things to say about him. He got me this fight opportunity. I'm repping this shit right now, obviously. Fuck Big Pharma. And I stand by that, and that's why I'm repping this. I don't rep shit I don't believe in. So when it comes to Jay, great dude, man. When it comes to my wife pushing me, fuck, the other day I didn't even want to go to the gym. She's like, you're going to get your fat ass to the gym. I needed to. So, I made it there. My daughters, they keep me up. They keep me on my feet. So shout out to my opponent. Nothing but respect for him. We're going to get in there. We're going to bang. I got nothing disrespectful to say to him. I'm not that kind of fighter. I let my shit talk in the ring. So when we get in there, we're going to fight. The circle, whatever you want to call. I fought him about everything. So shout out to him, man. Nothing. Let's get in there, bang, stay safe, go home to our families. So shout out to you guys for having me on here. That's a big opportunity.
No problem, man.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on. Hey, and you mentioned HKA USA. Nick Sampson's one of the nicest guys.
Big shout out to Nick, man. He's been
Nick, what a fucking sweetheart of a guy that guy.
Oh
is,
man. He lives about 2.5 hours away from me too, Cleveland. He's bringing my gear down. I think he's gonna drive my gear down to me. We're gonna have a chat, get some lunch or something. Good dude, man.
Nice.
But respect.
Really good dude.
He volunteered. He reached out. Him and Jay reached out to each other. He reached out to me. He sponsored me this fight, doing all my shorts. And, he didn't have to do that because I'm just a small town dude, a small town guy. Not a lot of people in my area, they know me, but up Cleveland, I'm not known. So for him to bet on me is a big opportunity. So I'm not going to let him down or Jay. And
yeah,
we're going to have
great
fun.
Guy.
We're going to have fun.
Great guy for sure, man. He sent my kid some custom boxing gloves for Christmas, which was super cool because my kid just got into boxing and so he put his name, he put our logos, he put the Mike and Mish and the Mission Accomplished logos on the gloves.
Dude, man.
He's very cool.
That's a great dude. And a lot of people don't know him. They sent me the wrong size shin guards one time. This before they even sponsored me, man. And I'm like, damn. I put him up for sale on Facebook for the gym people because they didn't fit me. He texted me right away on Facebook. Hey man, what's going on with the shin guards? You don't like them? I said, I love them. A little too big. He said, give me your address. Not a week later, my sides came in, man. And I'm like, damn, like he didn't have that for
Nice.
free. I didn't make
Wow.
me pay for him or anything, man. He said, keep the other pair, sell them. I don't want any money. He said, I just want you happy with what you get. I'm like, I appreciate that, man.
That's good shit.
That's
dude.
awesome. Yeah,
Yeah,
good
You
dude.
still got to sell the shit. All
Yeah.
right, man. Oh, hey,
That's
best of luck to you on January 27th. I wish we could have been there because Albuquerque's a great town to go see some fights in
Yeah.
for sure.
it.
So have a blast out there, do your thing, and hopefully we can talk to you in the future. Mike, you got anything for Matt?
No, man. Can't
Man.
wait to see the fight. Can't wait. I love the heavyweights. So
Hey,
can't
that
wait.
last guy you had on was trying to rep his area code, but he said 6 for last number, but he held up 7 fingers. I don't know.
I didn't see that.
I don't know if he knows that or not, but I'm repping the 740, so I'm not gonna
Nice.
hold up fingers or no shit like that because I don't want to look dumb. But yeah, I'm repping the 740, so don't forget that. You'll remember that after this fight.
All right, man. Well, you have a great night, and we'll talk to you soon. All right,
Yes,
bud?
sir.
Thank you.
Adios,
easy.
man.
Yeah.
Later. There he is, Big Matt Adams, gonna be making his debut. BKFC's Prospect Series, January 27th against Juan Adams. 2 big fucking heavyweights. Both wrestling backgrounds, both power in their hands. They're heavyweights, so they got power. You know that.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Cannot wait. Well, it's been a nice couple of days back, beginning of the year. First 2 shows went off without, well, maybe a hitch, but not too many hitches. That's a live show for you, and the stupid ass links. StreamYard, I need to get better with these damn links, some bastards.
Right. But hey, guys, we're not done for the we're not done till next Wednesday. All right.
That's right.
So spread the word. Our second annual Mission Accomplished Bare Knuckle Awards is Sunday night, 9 p.m.
Yes. Yeah.
Look for the
We have to do a lot of sharing till then.
Yeah.
Share.
lot of
Let
sharing,
everybody
share it
know.
up. Yep. You will find out who our male fighter of the year, female fighter of the year, comeback
Everybody.
of the year, all of it. You're going to find out who all the winners are, and you're going to maybe see some of them on there. We'll see. I'm looking forward to that because I had a blast doing that last year, Mike, and I think that everyone's going to enjoy what you're putting together for this one. So
Yes, it's going to be awesome. I cannot wait. But for tonight, I think this is it. We are going to say goodbye. Anything else, Kyle?
just peace.